What's up, everybody? Welcome to Turnbuckle Tommy's Picks and Six. I hope everyone is enjoying their Monday Labor Day weekend. Full of baseball. Been some crazy things happening. A lot of high-scoring games today. But we're not here to talk about today. We are here to get to tomorrow's bets. So we will just jump right in. Looking at tomorrow's slate, found some picks I like. Hoping to get some good line value. So let's get started. These are the picks for Tuesday, September 2nd. First pick up on the board. We're going to the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Cincinnati Reds. We got Jose Barrios taking the mound for the Blue Jays and Nick Lodolo taking the bump for the Reds. This is a spot I'm going to be looking to back the Blue Jays money line. We saw the Reds come from behind and take that game in the ninth today with a walk-off win. They started off with the 2-0 lead. Blue Jays battled back, took the lead. It was kind of a back-and-forth game, but overall, Barrios hasn't been super fantastic, but he hasn't been horrible. He's actually a little bit better on the road, 3.43 ERA. Nick Lodolo, this is a pitcher I've backed this season, but at home, his ERA almost doubles, 2.52 on the road, but a 4.10 at home. And I just like the Blue Jays lineup better. I know that both teams are hitting right now. Reds look like the bats have woke up, but it's just a spot I think we'll find value on the Blue Jays money line. So give me Toronto money line for the first pick. Next pick up on the board. We got the Cleveland Guardians taking on the Boston Red Sox. This is one I'll make short and sweet. We're going to be looking to back the Red Sox first five minus the half a run. You got Slade Cecconi taking the mound for the Guardians, and Garrett Crochet will be on the bump for the Red Sox. Garrett Crochet's been lights out all year, 2.40 ERA. Guardians aren't really hitting lefties right now. Slade Cecconi's been serviceable. He's been a little better at home. He's a pitcher that I have backed a couple times. 5.94 ERA over his last few. He's actually been a little better on the road. But again, Garrett Crochet, he lights out all season. Boston gets behind him. This is a spot I'll be looking to back the Red Sox first five minus the half a run. Next pick up on the board. We're going to Florida where the Seattle Mariners are taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. You got Brian Wu on the mound for Seattle. Drew Rasmussen taking the hill for the Rays. Again, this is a spot I'm going to be looking to back the home team. I'm trying to take Tampa in the first five. I want to leave the bullpens out of it. Specifically, I want to limit it to Brian Wu. These Tampa Bay bats have really good numbers off him. They're batting a team 345 average with an 862 OPS. You got guys like Caminero just smacking him up, and Tampa just saw him earlier in August. So, a few weeks ago they just saw him. He pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 earned. This is just a spot I like Rasmussen. He's been lights out, been a great pitcher all year long. Again, just going to leave the bullpens out of it. Looking to back Tampa Bay Rays first five money line. Might even look for a full game over in this one. I believe right now the total is at 8. And I think that's too low of a total in this ballpark. Again, a little juice box ballpark. Pretty easy to get runs in. We've seen Seattle is a team that they're so used to playing in a pitcher-friendly park at home that when they do get in those smaller ballparks, they tend to, make the games high-scoring. So might look for a full game over in that game as well. Next pickup on the board. We got my New York Yankees going on the road to take on the Houston Astros. Yankees will be starting Max Fried. Astros going with Framber Valdez. This is going to be the battle of the lefties right here. You got respectively both teams' ace on the mound. Framber Valdez, he's been great at home, but his last few starts, or his last few road starts, I should say, he was giving up a crazy amount of runs. He's actually gotten touched up at home in his last couple starts as well. Max Fried hasn't looked that great. He hasn't looked like Max Fried at the beginning of the season. I think this is a spot where both hitters can get probably touched up. I like the full game over right now. It's at 7.5. Yankees bullpen has not been good. Astros bullpen has been, they've been good, but I just, this is a spot. Look, you got Yankees bats hitting right now. They're hitting at home, they're hitting on the road, and everyone knows that's a spot you don't get in front of, because when they put up runs, they tend to do it consecutively. They have no problem going 10, 15 games straight, going over their team total. So this is a spot we'll be looking to back the Yankees, either team total over or the full game over 7.5. I absolutely love, because I think both these guys can get touched up tomorrow. We got the Athletics taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. This was a hell of a game today. The Athletics put it on the Cardinals, beating them 11-3. You got Luis Severino taking the mound for the Athletics, Miles Michaelis taking the mound for the Cards. Now, it's funny because these two pitchers are the exact opposite. As far as Severino pitches great on the road, at home, absolutely horrible. Michaelis on the road, absolutely horrible, but at home has been amazing. But both these teams are hitting right now. Cardinals, not so much. They were actually really bad up until this last series previous to the Athletics. They put up 3 today, but Athletics are just swinging right now. I might be looking for an Athletics team total over, but probably an Athletics first 5 minus the half a run. I like backing Severino on the road, and again, these bats right now, they're just swinging. Maybe look to take a full game over. Neither bullpen has been lights out, so possibly, I believe it's 8.5 right now. Might be looking for a full game over, but definitely A's first 5 minus the half a run. Next pick up on the board. Well, guys, that wraps it up for Picks and 6. I appreciate you hanging with Turnbuckle Tommy. Make sure you please hit that like and subscribe button. Tune in when we put out this new content. We will probably have one more MLB video after this, and then football starts this Thursday. The attention will be going towards the NFL. So Wednesday night at midnight, our first NFL video will drop of the season. So make sure you check that out. Got some plays I love. Got a couple player props I like. So we'll be looking to get to the window early and often. I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their Labor Day. Let's everyone make some money, break the books. Most importantly, let's smoke them.